Hey guys, welcome in to the GVH Football Show. We love the game. We talk football, Ugandan, African, global, bringing you the latest headlines, results, and conversations closer to you so you don't miss out on any of it. We have some big discussions this morning. We'll talk about the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2025 in Qatar. The Uganda Cubs, historic day for them. They'll be playing their very first match ever at the FIFA World Cup, the first Ugandan national football team ever to play at the World Cup. They take on Canada later on today at 6:45 p.m. East African time. Match day 6 of the Start Times Uganda Premier League kicks off today. URA Football Club are taking on Maroons Football Club in Nuzira. Meanwhile, Express are back at home at the Ham Stadium Nachivubo, and they take on Imbara City Football Club. Then we'll take a look at the TotalEnergies CAF Champions League and Conference Cup group stages. The draws are held on 3rd November, Monday. We'll be taking a glimpse at those groups. Thank you so much for joining in once again. I'm your host, Goma Victor Gracious Hines. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. Thank you for being part of this journey. You're the reason why I do this show, besides the passion that I have for sports presentation. If you haven't subscribed, please do so that you're notified every time a new video is released and you stay close and in touch with the conversation. That on the side, into the stories. We'll start off with the TotalEnergies CAF Champions League and Confederations Cup group stages that were held on 3rd November in Johannesburg, South Africa. Now, 32 African clubs have discovered their pathway to continental club glory. CAF's premier inter-club competition, the TotalEnergies CAF Champions League and Confederations Cup group stages for the 25-26 season have been set. Last season, the Champions League winners were Pyramids Football Club, and the Confederations Cup winners were RS Bakane, who will be champions this time round. Now, we'll kickstart with the Group A in the CAF Champions League. Now we're going to see that in Group A of the CAF Champions League, some fascinating teams have been grouped in this group. RS Bakane, Pyramids Football Club, Rivers United, and Power Dynamos Football Club. We have two of last season's continental champions in the same group. It's a power struggle in Group A as the Confederation Cup winners go up against the Champions League winners from the get-go. Two home and away fixtures for them in the group stages. Joining them, Rivers United and Power Dynamos Football Club. Power Dynamos knocked out Uganda's Viper Sports Club. No doubt, I anticipate that there will be some interest from the Ugandan fans in Power Dynamos Football Club, who are here for the first time in the club's history at the group stages of the Champions League at the same time as Rivers United. Group B has Al Ali Football Club, Young Africans, ASFA, and JS Kabile. Al Ali, the 12-time record champions of the Champions League, will be going up against the East African giants, Young Africans. Young Africans made it to the quarterfinals last season, their third consecutive qualification to the group stages. Can they be able to knock the continental powerhouses off their patch to be an intriguing group to take a look at, including ESPA and JS Kabile? Group C is a South African affair. Mamelodi Sundowns, the South African giants and the 2016 Champions League winners, grouped alongside Sudan's Al Hilal, MC Alger, and FC St. Eloi Lupopo. Now, MC Alger has former coach of Mamelodi Sundowns, Rulani Mokwena. It's a reunion between him and Mamelodi Sundowns, and we'll be hoping that he can get the job done with MC Alger against his former club. But Mamelodi Sundowns will be looking to get one over their former coach. Meanwhile, FC St. Eloi Lupopo knocked out Orlando Pirates, and in quite controversial circumstances that has had South African football fans talking. And so St. Eloi Lupopo will be returning to South Africa to face Mamelodi Sundowns. Al Hilal, of course, the only team not having any South African drama. They'll be hoping to get their job done quietly and go through from Group C. Group D has 4-time champions of the CAF Champions League and one of the teams at the FIFA Club World Cup earlier this year, the expanded tournament. Esperance de Tunis up against East African giant Simba Sports Club, Atletico Petroleus, and Stade Malien. An intriguing group right there in Group D as well. One continental powerhouse in Esperance de Tunis and an East African powerhouse in Simba Sports Club, who of course are at the group stages. That is Simba for only the third time. So intriguing groups have been set up there in the CAF Champions League. Looking at the CAF Confederations Cup as well, they have some intriguing groups that have been set up. Now, Group A of the CAF Confederations Cup, we do have USM Alger, 2019 winners, and they are grouped alongside Joliba SC, Olympic Club Safi, and San Pedro. Meanwhile, Group B has Wydad Athletic Club, AS Maniema Union, Azam Football Club, Nairobi United Football Club. Group C has FC Belouizdad, Stellenbosch Football Club, AS Otoho, and Singida Black Stars, while Group D has Zamalek Sports Club, Al Masry Sports Club, Kaizer Chiefs, and Zesco United Football Club. Now, My focus here is particularly on Group B. We have an East African derby, Azam Football Club up against the Nairobi United Football Club. Both teams at the group stages of the Confederations Cup or in continental football for the first time in their history, and so they'll be going up against each other. Can Kenya or Tanzania have a say in the representations of those countries go up against each other in Group B? But Wydad Athletic Club at the group stage of the Confederations Cup for only their second time. They're a continental powerhouse. They've won the Champions League 3 times, but this time they're in the Confederations Cup. They finished third in their league, and so they are in the Confederations Cup. This is a title that they have not won before, so they'll be hoping to get this continental title on their books and in their trophy cabinet. What makes it even more interesting is that they signed in one of the shock moves in football, particularly African football recently, is that they signed Hakim Ziyech. We know Hakim Ziyech to be a global superstar. He rose to fame with his football in Ajax before switching to Chelsea. He's been in the Middle East, but now he signed for Moroccan side Wydad Athletic Club. Now, he has origins in Morocco. He was born in Netherlands, played football in the Netherlands for 3 clubs, but notably with Ajax. That's amazing run with Ajax in the 2019 UEFA Champions League, going to the semi-final where they also knocked out Real Madrid. Moved to Chelsea, he won the Champions League, UEFA Super Cup, as well as the FIFA Club World Cup, before of course he went into Galatasaray and the Middle East. But he has origins in Morocco. He was an integral part of Morocco's stunning performance at the FIFA World Cup in 2022 in Qatar, and so he shocked everybody. He had interest from Europe, but decided to come home to his roots, to Morocco. This has a feel of Cristiano Ronaldo going to Saudi Arabia, a big name, a global footballing icon heading Saudi Arabia, and you've seen the interest that has gone to Saudi Arabian football and their league, and there's going to be considerable interest coming into Moroccan football and African football as well with the signing of Hakim Ziyech. Some people don't know so much about African football. I got to see one of the blogs saying that he'll be participating in the CAF Champions League, but not really. Wydad SC in the CAF Confederations Cup, and so there's going to be a lot more news as well as limelight for African football, Moroccan football, and Wydad SC with the signing of Hakim Ziyech. Kenya and Tanzania are passionate fans, are passionate countries about the English Premier League, and they followed Hakim Ziyech. So Wydad Athletic Club will be traveling to Kenya, will be traveling to Tanzania, and no doubt that Chelsea fans, as well as English Premier League fans, the European football fans, will be excited to get to see Hakim Ziyech travel to those East African countries. Ugandan fans might as well travel to get to watch them because they are just our neighbors. So my particular interest in Group B there. But as well, we have Group B, Zamalek, the only team with the most Confederation Cup championships here. Zamalek have won 2 Confederations Cup. They're pitched against Kaizer Chiefs, who are returning, as well as Al Masry and Zesco United. Now, 22 Confederations Cup titles have been distributed, and 17 titles have gone to North Africa. We have 3 titles in West Africa and 2 in Central Africa. No titles are going to East Africa and Southern Africa. Stellenbosch and Kaizer Chiefs are representing South Africa. Can they go all the way this time round and finally deliver a Confederations Cup title to South Africa? That's a big question. And for East Africa, you have 3 teams representing Singida Black Stars that has Khalid Awucho, and then you have Azam and Nairobi United Football Club. Can they as well get a Confederations Cup title for East Africa? That's a big ask. But when you have the likes of Wydad, you have Zamalek, you have USM Alger, North Africa is still the team to beat in the Confederations Cup. Today, URA Football Club at Luzira to face Maroons, and Express will be hosting Mbara City Football Club in 2 exciting clashes as we get started with a round of games that promises excitement. The previous match, day 5, KSA Football Club ascended the summit of the Starting Premier League table 2025-26 season. URA Football Club got their first victory of the season, ending a 4-game streak of only draws. Meanwhile, Lake Football Club also got their first win of the season. Viper Sports Club returned, and of course they played their very first match of the new season. The defending champions getting off to a bright start. 1-0 victory against the Tebe UPC Football Club. SC Villa victorious against Vima United Saints Football Club, and much more. But now we continue with this story and the new chapter of the 25-26 season. The URA Football Club, having gotten their first win of the season, will be hoping to build on that momentum when they face Maroons Football Club. Maroons, the previous edition, the previous match day, they lost 2-1 to Police Football Club in the Forces derby. They'll be hoping to bounce back. Now, this looks like a fixture that, of course, does favour Maroons Football Club, particularly as they host this match against URA Football Club. In the past 6 meetings, URA has not won in Luzira, And Marines Football Club, despite having injuries to think about coming into this match, they'll hope that home advantage will be able to play a key role for them. Maroons has won only one match this season, drawn one, and have gone on to lose the rest, while URA Football Club has a maximum of 7 points from 5 matches, drawing 4 and winning 1. But in the last edition, in last season's encounters, URA Football Club won at home, and we had Marines Football Club winning at their home as well. So it's an intriguing one, and we'll get to see whether Alexis Savri and his boys can get the victory here today, or can Marines Football Club get back to winning ways. Then later at Ham Stadium, Nachivubo, it's all about Express Football Club who are returning home after they traveled to Bull Football Club and got a point from Protector Center in Joe. They welcome Barra City Football Club, two sides who have had slow starts to the season. We have Barra City Football Club who are yet to win a game this season. They have lost 3 games and drawn twice, have a maximum of 2 points. Meanwhile, Express Football Club have 1 win and have gone on to lose 2 and draw 2. So they have a maximum of 4 points alone. Both teams will be hoping to end this lost start to the season, of course, kick on with possibly a victory here today. In the previous account, in the previous season, both teams won at their respective homes. And so this time as Express returns, they'll be hoping that they can replicate what they did last season against Barra City Football Club. Here, Simon Peter Mugera, the head coach of Barra City, he joined the team in the primary transfer window or the off-season, still waiting for his first win in the Barra City Football Club. While for Coach Badru Kadu, he'll be hoping to get his boys going after, of course, their previous draw to Bull Football Club. An intriguing fixture all set up for us here as well this evening. Tomorrow we have more games coming up. We'll see the Forces Derby. UPDF Football Club will be up against Police Football Club. Meanwhile, we will get to see SC Villa take on Chitara Football Club. Then on Friday, it's a big one, as at 8 p.m. Bypass Sports Club will be hosting KCA Football Club, and we'll get to see Calvary playing at home for the very first time this season. The new promoted side playing their first home game in the Southern Premier League. They'll be taking on Entebbe UPC Football Club. Then on Saturday, we do have Buhimba United Saints Football Club in action. The Football Club will also be in action. We'll close off, of course, with the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. The Uganda Cubs take the world stage today, and this is the day the Lord has made. I get to see it in my era, in my lifetime. Generations of Ugandan football national teams, both women and men, have attempted to make a World Cup like they never have. But this time round, we have the Uganda Cubs, the Under-17 team. They started the journey back in 2024 at the World Cup stage. It's a dream come true for them, and evidence that Ugandan football is headed in the right direction. The kind of projects that football has set up, including the technical master plan, as well as the kind of investments that have been put into Ugandan football. So it's a big day today. They're taking on Canada later on today. This journey has been remarkable. They started by winning the SECAFA Zonal AFCON qualifiers in 2024 here in Uganda. They beat Tanzania in the final by 2-1, where they won the title and qualified for the Under-17 AFCON, which was held in Morocco earlier this year. They went to Morocco. They didn't make it past the group stages, but qualified for the playoffs for a place at the World Cup. They beat the Gambia, and for the first time ever qualified for a World Cup. So here they are. How far can this amazing journey go with this talented team? The writing is on the wall if you are to have a successful career. Making it this stage, many of these players have an opportunity to go very far in their careers if they keep the faith, remain humble, disciplined, and believe in themselves as well. So an exciting start to the future of Ugandan football here, and they'll be taking on Canada Under-17 team here today. Now, they're placed in Group K alongside Canada, Chile, and France. But the very first match today at 6:45 p.m. East Africa is against Canada. Canada made it to this stage after topping Group A of their CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. They beat largely teams from the British overseas territories, teams that are not particularly as strong in football. Canada managed to score 28 goals and conceded none in their qualifiers to the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2025. So they had an easy run playing favorable teams. Uganda will be a different challenge for them, as we do have considerable talent and of course competition on the African continent. But nonetheless, Canada has qualified 8 times, 5 times the past 7 years for the past 7 editions for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. So they'll be proving to be an experienced team, and of course going set up to be a competitive team for competitive match later on today, as we have the Uganda Cubs here for the first time, but looking of course to take another step forward in their maiden appearance at the global stage against Canada, where Canada searching for their very first ever win still at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. But I'm a Ugandan and I'm excited. I am looking forward to seeing Uganda play against some of the world's best nations. Now that Uganda is there, it can be considered one of the world's best nations as well, as per the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in terms of youth football. But it's all set up this evening at 6:45 p.m. East African time. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much. That's how we're going to close it off in the GVH Football Show today. And so stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much. Be sure to like and share this video. I'm your host, Victor Gracious Hines on the GVH Football Show. Until next time.